Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's dive in. I met this guy in 2023 after finishing high school. Then he went to work and it turned to a long-distance relationship for a while, but he was nice. So last year, March, I insisted on meeting up with him. On the day we were to meet, he kept me waiting for a little longer than 2 hours. But I still waited. After that, we went through a rocky phase in our relationship. In the midst of all this, my grandmother was diagnosed with cervical cancer, making everything harder. It was all bearable until this day he sends me a photo of him in hospital, saying he wasn't feeling well. I called, texted, and tried reaching out countless times, but he did not respond. And it hit me that he was ghosting me. Mind you, I lived in Aitan and he lived in Kisumu. I made an effort of going all the way to Kisumu to visit him the moment he saw me. A flash of anger filled his face, and he claimed I was adding to his stress by being there and that I should not have come. So I storm out, feeling a mix of confusion and sadness. The following night, around 2 a.m., he calls me saying he was in it. So the next day I woke up early, made porridge and sweet potatoes, packed them for him in hospital. I went to see him and stayed by his side, and after a while he chases me away again like he had done. But being the kind of woman I am, I still stuck around for 9 days till the day he had his dialysis done. Keep in mind the distance between where I lived and the hospital is very far and commuting was a problem. I was still in college and had stopped going to school and visiting my grandmother just so I take care of him. Sometimes he didn't like me touching him. He kept repeating that I wasn't much of a help to him. His parents visited him, but not as much as I did. They also started accusing me of holding back their son from getting better and that I was no good for him. Unfortunately, my grandmother passes away and I had to go for her funeral. I kept getting calls from his parents, insisting that I should go look after their son as soon as possible. But I didn't even last the whole burial because they kept calling saying that he was to be discharged and I should be there. I used to wash him, change his diapers and cook for him. When he'd feel better, he'd go over to his friend's house. Badmouth me, claiming I was sleeping with the neighbor, which he knew was a lie. I couldn't even get the time to do that. Recently, I took him home to see my dad, who, at the time, wasn't feeling well. He did not buy him anything. I decided to ignore that. So one day, while at home with him, his phone kept buzzing. It was an unknown number. I later found out it was his girlfriend. When I confronted him, he outrightly said that if I had a problem with it, I could leave. Being the naive girl, I apologized for asking about the matter and that I'd be a better partner for him. I gave him everything, did everything. There was this time he asked me and my friends to come over, and we did. During the party, I got a call from my friend, a male. My boyfriend got angry and slapped me across the face and chased me out of the house. I begged him, saying it was too late and that I'd leave the next morning. I left very early the next morning and I later came back to apologize. Later at his place, my phone was on low battery, so I asked him for his poses. He refused, which got me suspicious, so I took it by force. After going through it, I found text messages of him and another girlie claiming to be pregnant for him. We got into a confrontation, and I begged him to leave her and even offered to raise the baby with him. That same night, I heard him on a video call with another lady. I snatched the phone and found out he was planning to get married to another lady. He said he never loved me and that I should leave. I left crying and stupidly called him the next day asking to talk it out. He said he had already replaced me and I should not think of going back. I had finally had enough. I blocked his number and decided to move on. A couple of days later, I get a call from a new number. It was him. He asked me to unblock him, and again I stupidly did so. He claimed that I needed him more than he needed me, and that I could not live without him. That statement is what opened my eyes to what kind of a man I was dealing with. I vowed never to let him or another man treat me half as bad as he did. One chose myself. That is the end of today's story. Hoping you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.